Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I hope you're having a wonderful day as always. My name is Kseniya and I make videos for people who, like myself, are going through the family-based immigration process. I'm not an immigration attorney. My videos are based on publicly available information, my own experience, and the experience of my subscribers. And the purpose of my channel is to give you guys the confidence to go through this process completely on your own. As many of you know, I myself am going through the family-based immigration process, and I received my green card by marriage. I received my conditional green card in 2021, and this year, just in a couple of weeks, I will be applying for removal of conditions. So I will be applying for the 10-year green card by submitting the form I-751, and I also have a step-by-step video guide on how to complete this form. In today's video, I wanted to guide you guys through the cover letter sample that I have created for myself, but also decided to make it available for you all as well. And I will make it available under this video as a Google Drive link, so you will be able to take that sample and use it for yourself. And you may also use this video as a guide on what kind of evidence you may want to submit with your form I-751. This is not a video for people who are filing by themselves as a result of divorce or abuse. Just want to let you guys know that if you are in that situation where you have to file the removal of conditions form by yourself, you definitely shouldn't be doing it on your own. You should be contacting an experienced immigration attorney who can help you put the file together to maximize your chances of receiving your 10-year green card. So without further ado, let's move forward into the cover letter sample. So first and foremost, this cover letter is significantly shorter than the cover letter that you have submitted for your original case with the form I-130, I-485. However, if your cover letter turns out to be very long due to the amount of evidence that you are submitting, then that's fine. As you can see on the cover letter, you want to include your own current mailing address as well as the address where you will be submitting your application. Depending on the state in which you currently reside, you will probably have a different lockbox facility where to send it. So I also will put a link under my video of where to find the correct mailing address for the form I-751. Next, you want to obviously outline what this is. It's a cover letter, and the purpose of it, this is what RE stands for. The purpose of this cover letter is to file the form I-751, petition to remove conditions on residence, and you also want to specify what kind of filing you are doing. I am doing joint filing, meaning that I am still married to my U.S. citizen spouse, and we will be both signing this form together. Next, as you can see, I have outlined who is who in this packet. You will notice that I specified who is the conditional resident in this case, which would be me, and I also included the alien number here because as a conditional resident, you have an alien number, also known as USCIS number, and you can find it directly on your green card. Now, one note I want to quickly make is that the form I-751 is called a petition to remove conditions. And the person who is submitting this form is now called a petitioner, meaning that you, the person who holds a conditional 2-year green card, is now called a petitioner. It is not the same as when you were originally submitting your marriage-based file and your U.S. citizen spouse or your green card holder spouse was the petitioner in that case. And the reason why I'm making this note is because when you go to fill out the form itself or when you read form instructions, it's very easy to get confused when they are referring to a petitioner, but they actually mean the person who is the immigrant in this case. So please don't get confused, and especially in the part where it asks you to submit your signatures. Next part of the cover letter, you want to address it to either Dear Adjudicating Officer, or you can say Dear USCIS Officer, or you can just say To Whom It May Concern. You want to include a very short statement of the purpose of this cover letter, you're more than welcome to use the sample word for word as I did mine. And the next biggest part of the entire cover letter is for you to include all the necessary supporting documents and evidence of bona fide marriage. The order in which you are listing out things on the cover letter is basically the order in which you will be arranging your documents in the actual packet. You will notice that at this time, the filing fee for the form I-751 is $680. However, depending on when you're watching this video, the fees are subject to change. And I will also put a link under my video of the USCIS fee calculator where you will be able to see what exactly the fee for this form is at the time that you are submitting it. Obviously, you want to submit the form I-751. Next, you are required to submit a copy of your permanent resident card, both front and back. And finally, you will need to submit evidence of your continued bona fide marriage. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind in this particular part is that USCIS does not want any kind of evidence that you have previously submitted when you were originally trying to prove your marriage. The evidence they want to see in this case is any new additional evidence that you have acquired after you have received your 2-year conditional green card. You're welcome to pause the video and see what evidence exactly I have decided to include. Again, any evidence that you feel is necessary should be included with your file. The more the better. And one thing I would also say is please arrange your evidence in the order of its importance. So things like photos together and maybe text message exchanges are on the lower end of importance to USCIS, and things like financial proof, such as filing your taxes together, living together, so proof of lease or mortgage, any kind of other financial liabilities that you guys share, such as any loans that you took out together, mortgages, or maybe you have health insurance together, life insurance. So all of those things, and like shared bank accounts. So that type of evidence is way more important to USCIS than additional evidence like pictures and travel arrangements and tickets. And if you are sending photographs of your relationship for the past 2 years, you want to make sure that you're not including pictures just loosely in the file. You're not allowed to send photo albums. You're not allowed to send CDs or USB drives. All the photographs must be either securely attached to a regular printer size paper, or the photos can be printed on a regular piece of paper, like the letter size piece of paper. One of the common questions that I get is, can the evidence be black and white, or does it have to be in color? The evidence copies can be black and white. Do not send any original documents unless USCIS specifically requests it down the line. Make sure that all the evidence is printed single-sided. Make sure that you're not sending it too early or too late. You have a window of 90 days, so 3 months, directly before the expiration date of your conditional green card to submit your I-751 case. Current processing times, unfortunately, are very long for this form. After you submit this, you will soon receive the receipt notice, and also it will be a notice acknowledging the fact that your conditional permanent resident status will be extended for 4 years. Yes, that's right, 4 years, which is a very long time. But unfortunately, in a lot of cases, it takes an extremely long time to adjudicate this form I-751. Another question that I frequently get is it possible to apply for naturalization when the time comes, even if your I-751 is not yet approved? And the answer is absolutely yes. You definitely can go ahead and file for naturalization. And actually, a lot of people do recommend that you do that. I will be coming out with a video arranging my I-751 packet soon. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you guys in my next videos. Bye!